¿Cómo estás? Big love to all of these genius, radiant poets. It's humbling as hell to be here. So without further ado, my name is Camila or Camila. My students call me Miss Mila, but if you are my mama or papa and real upset with me, then it's Camille in all caps at the top of your lungs, typically from the other side of the house. So unless you're my mama or papa, don't be calling me Camille. All right, so we in some real wild times, y'all. Okay, you know, at this point, I was really thinking about it. On a dollar bill, it should say in N95 we trust. You know, it's at that point now. You know, we in the middle of like a surge with room temperature leadership. There's all these variants circling around, you know, Delta, Omicron, and then there's all these other viruses that we're navigating at the same time with variants with names like Karen, you know, Trump, Jeff Bezos. I just want to give big love to all of us navigating hella pandemics at once, you know, some that started in 2020, some that started in 1492. So
talk about it.
Just want to talk about it a little bit. So anyway, let's go ahead and just start off with some a good old American riddle, okay? Just a little riddle. All right, so don't mind me if you hear any noise. That's my housemate paying rent here in the Bay Area, as you know. Here I am. Okay, so a riddle. Are y'all ready for a riddle, though?
Let's do it.
Okay, all right. So, all right. A good old American riddle. All right. You steal a person, right? Stick with me. You steal a person and you're called a prison or a detention center. You steal a neighborhood and you're called a land developer. You steal a country and baby, you're called a state. You steal food when you're homeless and hungry. And the prison, the land developer, and the state all look at you and call you a thief. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? So moving along, because again, wild times. I've been slamming since I was 14 years old, writing since before that, and the slam scene really is, this is my first time slamming over Zoom. So it's like strange. I'm imagining people and like, this is where the creativity comes through. But yeah, I'm really hyped to be here. And since it is a poetry feature, I mean, like, what is a poetry feature without some shit about heartbreak, right? Like, right. Like, are we really poets if we don't talk about who fucked us up? Like,
oh my God,
who took our love? What we don't have receipts for that we wish we could take back. So here we are, okay? All right. Llorona. Llorona tears taste like agua florida, sad girl of salt and water, bitch. Mira, look at you. All goofy eyes and poofy eyes and belly ache, big belly swelling up again. Better rub your sad baby. Give it permission to be born as poetry written on napkins in bathroom stalls and skin. Llorona, did you know? Google says crying releases oxytocin and natural opioids. Meaning, cabrona, get high as hell as you heal. Bitch, get fucked up. This is the time to get high on your own supply. My God, get high. Spirit making its own lean shit. Lean on it, loca. Chale, it didn't work out, shit. Big surprise. Now we look to the lovers still making it work within 2 kidneys, 2 lungs, 2 fallopian tubes, 2 ovaries, body, a litany of how to make it work on our motherfucking own. Put on Aaliyah, put on Solange, put on Selena. You're beautiful when you cry, bitch. Santissima of sadness and sass, brown-eyed, holy, get faded on this messy, familiar feeling, an unfamiliar freedom. P.S. You don't need them. All right, moving things along.
Woo!
Yeah, that heartbreak, you know, that's really always some nice fertile soil for poetry. So had to, that's some new shit. All right, so I don't know how this works. Like, and normally I would be able to do call response, but give a shout out by yourself on your couch or whatever if you have ever had the privilege and luxury of riding a urine scented Greyhound bus across the state, because I know I have. I just have been on that Greyhound so many damn times. So yeah, pre-pandemic I was a long time customer of the Greyhound, and this is even after, let me tell you, a bus caught fire on the middle of the freeway in Livermore, and I subsequently had to Uber all the way to Berkeley from Livermore for classes later that day. I was still a Greyhound girl. Okay. I was all about that Greyhound life. It is an experience. Someone said it is an experience. Yeah. So yeah, the fire was pretty wild. Yeah. I woke up from a nap and saw the smoke and I was like, oh, wow, I'm in danger, you know. But what was even more dazzling was being harassed by Border Patrol on the bus. Yes. So coming up from San Diego, which is where a lot of my familia is, Border Patrol stopped us on the 5 and proceeded to bother all folks faintly appearing of the Latinx lineage, you know. So they asked me which children were mine, demanded my papers, where I was going, etc. And this poem is one of those poems where it's like, shit, I wish I could have said in that moment, but no, like I couldn't. So without further ado, Greyhound bus smells like piss and gasoline. Window spins, neon lights like a penny machine. Quinceañera dresses, cash checks here, bail bonds and liquor stores. Funky bus stops on the 5. Tall pink man shines flashlight all over our black eyes. Are these your children? Are these my children? Yes, Chip. Yes, Roger. Yes, America, you cheerful, winsome motherfucker. These, in fact, are all my children. All 55 of the passengers, the bus driver, too. What can I say? I started young. You know us Hispanics are real fertile. Look, this one is Gordo and this one is Nini. And I got another one on the way. I dragged my big belly across North Santa Fe to get here. No, please, don't make me stand up. Mira, don't tell nobody, but I swallowed 792 pellets of some good, strong shit called payback, and my panza's a little bit woozy. Where are you going? No, to Oakland, maybe we'll get off early in Los Angeles or Santana. Pues who knows, maybe I'll stop and visit Tío Carlos at Soledad State. No. That's not a college, baby. That's a prison. See, if he's not in solitary, I'd like to speak with him. May I see your papers, please? Oh, yeah. Papers? Look, man, I got papers right here, man. I got backwoods, buglers. Oh, those papers. Oh, mira, those don't even go back that far, pendejo. Where are your bones and ancestors, fucker? Because we got millions of bones and ancestors right here beneath the I-5, beneath this dinky old bus. Hey, beneath your left combat boot is my great abuelita Carmen de la Chinga la Migra. And if you'll pardon me, we'll really need to get going. My children are hungry and tired, and ooh, Dios, these pellets gotta come out sometime soon. All right. Yes, Carmen de la Chinga la Migra. Somebody said, I was like, yes. That is her name, a family name, if you will. Okay, moving forward through some poesía. So, La Virgen de Guadalupe. Okay. La Virgen de Guadalupe, a question of consent. The day that Maria hung herself, she grabbed Gabriel by the neck and the sound came booming into her again. This time growling just about who in the hell he was, and she sucked in her cheeks and grinned. Oh, honey, Aren't you all gods? Red girl wet without want. The coming of the Lord, the coming of the Lord. Before she kicked the mopping bucket, she carved out her teenaged rib and gazed up at him and told him, everlasting, omnipotent, go home, deliver your own children.
Bars.
Woo! Oh,
I always thought, I'm like, why don't we ever talk about if the Virgin Mary, who at that time was likely 14 years old, gave consent? Did she consent to carrying the Son of God? You know? Anyway, at 3 a.m, angels with tattoos on their necks hum hymns for hymns, braless and bold as stigmata, marked by the nails of John's and Paul's, diablitos who chain smoke Pall Malls and get off on no and nailing the holy. Mira Maria, her halo the color of neon strip club signs, blue black hair braided for the coming. Palms pressed in 6-inch acrylics. Santa smudged the streets with burning quartz crystal. Some call it crank or Tina. Pupils black and round as God, Lady of Fatima and fentanyl. Christ breaks up bread on motel bathroom counters for the feeling of the 5,000. How much more time I got, y'all? Just to be.
you got like two. You got like time for one or two more, like two short ones, maybe one long one.
I'll do one that I had someone request that I do tonight. So I'll go ahead and do that. So this one's called Lead and Lead. And I'll just jump right into it. So Mama, some little loca at school said something about how they don't want any more of us Mexican babies. She said they tied a big bow in your choo-choo. Mama, what is forced sterilization? Forced sterilization. Mama, Carlos said our water tastes like it could catch fire. He shook his cup and swears he saw chips of flint. Mama, why is lead spelled the same as lead? And who is leading us? And where exactly they leading us to? Mama, some big man came from some big city, said something about a big pipeline, said something about private property, said it was his, not mine. Look, whatever he did, it messed up my braids and I couldn't walk real good afterwards. Mama, what is eminent domain? Mama, Carlos called from the inside, said he and all the boys on strike, said something about Nicaragua, about La Contra, about the war on drugs, said he ain't sewing American flags for 10 cents an hour no more, said he ain't no Betsy Ross, said he more Rick than Betsy, said they set us up, Mama, that they pinned us Mexicans against blacks, against poor gringuitos, said the 13th Amendment got 2 loopholes called handcuffs, said Jesus already came back, but the big boys deported him. Mama, can you call God from the inside? Does God return voicemails? Will God know what number to call to get a hold of Carlos? You know, Carlos said, stop waiting, stop watching the television, stop drinking the water. I asked him when he's coming back, but there was this big click and a buzzing noise. Mama, when will big men from big cities stop building walls and bombs and prisons and pipelines? And when will Carlos come back? When will the water be safe to drink in Flint? I mean, does it clean itself or does it have to catch fire first? Thank y'all so much.
Wow.
Stay safe. In N95, we trust, but even more is our love, our power, and our familia and community. So thank y'all so much. It's such a blessing and honor. Thank you.
Palabra.
Gang, 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 gang. Show some love.